Hello, and welcome back to our U.S. Navy 1890 campaign, Waves of Steel. Last episode, we had a little bit of warfare happening, but nothing particularly decisive. We're only at about 8,000 victory points. The enemy's at about 2,500, and that's subject to change if Britain happens to jump in. Of course, we do have the chance that Germany or Japan or both can jump in here and turn this into a actual world war. Meanwhile, the Pennsylvania, one of our battleships, is nearly finished construction. We have about 6 months or so until our Rangers are rebuilt and worked up again, and that's about all that's going to happen anytime very soon. In the meantime, we've got a couple of these little class destroyers, or sorry, we have the little class destroyer design, and we're going to build a couple of those with the money that we're going to get from the Pennsylvania finishing up and the rebuilds on the Rangers finishing. And our current Pennsylvanias that are in service, they need to be assigned here soon, but once not until they finished working up. So let's start pressing the next button and see what happens. Okay, this is an opportunity for an actual battle up here. It looks like it's taken a little bit to load, so that's a good sign. So we do have 4 carriers and 3 battleships that are. There should be West Virginias, right? Yeah, Tennessee. Yeah, there's. We only have 3 out of the 4 Tennessees, but that'll be fine. Oh, it looks like there's one on its own. Kind of weird. I might need to split those up into like twos, or I don't know. Like, is 3 the limit on battleships as far as one squadron being deployed at a time? So we're going to attack enemy ships. We already have some enemies in sight here. Hopefully, yeah, these are our battleships up here. We are defending a convoy, and the enemy is between our carrier groups. They're between our carrier groups and the rest of our forces there, which is not good. So we're going to put these destroyers on. There we go. We're gonna put those on AI control. So this is the 7th Division, and this is the 6th. So we'll just AI control that. So one less thing to have to worry about. Let's get our battleships involved. Start swinging them back this general direction. Those look like cruisers or something over there. Who knows? We're going to put this one on core, and then support, support, and we'll do screen and screen. And we'll keep this one here in our pocket under our personal control, just to see what we can do with it. All right, let's skip one turn ahead there. And we do want to deploy, we'll do medium cap, and we don't need our scouts to go out that far. I don't have any idea where the enemy will be at here, but we do want to select a strike and get it ready. All right, we are ready to go here. This should be an interesting battle. I'm going to speed this destroyer division up. I do want to get it over here. We only have two ships in sight right now. They are allegedly battleships, but they could be just about anything. They could be heavy cruisers, they could be battle cruisers, they could be carriers even. Although the battleship designation is sticking, so I'm gonna move the destroyers back up here to the transports, this extra destroyer division that we have. Okay, we're being spotted by enemy aircraft. All right, we're getting reports of four battleships over this way. So I'm going to maneuver my destroyers over there to take a look at that. We're fighting the Russians right now. I am looking for potential. Oh, yep, yep. There's some contacts. Okay. Yeah, I was looking for some potential aircraft carrier contacts, but all right, we have. Let's see, select ready. It's not really. Oh yeah, well, actually, we have a lot of stuff ready. So okay, select ready. We're going to target these unknown ships up here, right there. And we will do a coordinated strike. Nah, we're not going to do a coordinated strike. We're just going to do any target priority. Just get in there and sink some ships. Because I don't think we have very good technologies. Select ready, and we're going to choose. Again, those unidentified targets. Yeah, I don't think we have good techs yet for coordinating strikes, like being very efficient about it. So we should just be able to send out some aircraft and see what happens. I'd really like my main force to swing north to deal with all of that stuff up there, but we can't just let these battleships go. They're, you know, following the carriers right now. We're scoring some hits on them with the 16-inch guns. Don't know if it's doing any damage really. They're estimating light and medium damage. Uh-oh, this is bad. Let's fire off some torpedoes at the. Oh, we're fighting a French force as well. Oh, they are on top of our transports, unfortunately. Well, maybe we can force them to turn away. These transports are screwed. Absolutely screwed. But ouch. Hopefully we'll be able to do enough damage to their ships in general that we can make up for the victory points we're going to lose when they start sinking our transports. Well, we did a little bit of damage. Not too shabby. That Caldwell is hit pretty well. Let's get it out of there. The Caldwell is hit well. All right, let's send it just or that away into the darkness. And cool. So the enemy is turning north. That's actually kind of good. So we can start sending our own force that way. And we should have enough destroyers down here. It's only two. There we go. There's three destroyers. We're going to grab those and send them north to try to help out up here. Looks like our airstrikes are going out. Yep, a tiger cat. That's a cool name. I want to turn my carriers a little bit north because nighttime is approaching. I would like for my carrier aircraft to try to make it back home before nighttime. I don't know how I'm going to save the transports, honestly. Oh, okay. Doesn't tell us where. Is that right here? Oh yeah, I guess they're just going for the they're not going for the targets we wanted, they're going for the closest ones. Bomb hits. Yeah, they're attacking these guys. That's fine, I guess. It'll be like one less thing we have to shoot with the battleships. Like if we can just get those out of the way now, we can try to hurry and get up here. I don't know. I don't know how this is going so far, honestly. Let's use these cruisers to try to come over here and finish this off. If we can put some torpedoes into the sides of these battleships, that would make our lives a lot easier. And the poor Gwen up here is just, it's doing its best, but it is severely outnumbered. Oh, nice. Oh, these are the ones with the torpedo reloads. Okay, well, why not? Let's. This thing is in some trouble. Well, it's gonna die, so I might as well use the torpedoes, even if it's just on destroyers. It's hard using torpedoes against destroyers because you. Oh, nice, we got them. You won't really hit generally. They're just too nimble. Okay. Oh, nice. Two salvos, two hits. Not too shabby. And we do have uh, aircraft approaching. What the heck is this? What the heck is this? Torpedo bombers coming from the north. Well, we did put up a cap. We might need to increase the cap. We're going to do maximum cap now since we know that there are carriers in the area. I mean, there. Oh, here's a potential light carrier. All right. Well, that is good for us. For a couple of reasons. Number one, we know where they're at. And number two, if it's just a light carrier, then it probably doesn't have much of an air group. Hopefully our carriers can endure what's happening here. We're scoring some bomb hits over here, allegedly. Pretty neat. Yeah, the Gwyn is gone. Like it's done skis. But maybe we can kill off these battleships down here and get them out of the way. We're scoring more bomb hits. I'd really like to get up in there and start killing those carriers, but in this era, I'll take battleships too. Like they're probably just as valuable a target. Cool, scoring some good torpedo hits. Of course, our torpedoes aren't like very good. We haven't put a lot of research into torpedoes, so whatever we're going to do against enemy battleships right now isn't going to be that much damage with just a couple of torpedoes, because torpedo protection plus just generally sort of being a little bit weaker with our torpedo tech. Okay, scored some torpedo hits over here. This should be done. It's on fire. It's heavy damage. We just scored 3 torpedo hits. Yeah. So I'm going to save my torpedoes and head north. I've been trying to line up for some torpedo hits over here, but this thing keeps maneuvering on me. We're scoring more bomb hits. Oh, that thing's done. Okay, yeah, it's gone. I wish our bombers would not bomb that stuff anymore. Let's get rid of these reports because we kind of know where they're at. All right, let's send out some speculative shots here. We may as well expend the last of the torpedoes on the port side on this Chicago, because we're going to have to maneuver anyway to get the starboard side in action. All right, and now we're chasing down a battleship over here. That's pretty good. All right, we're going to use our rearmost torpedoes for now, because when you're chasing in a battle like this, you tend to want your frontmost torpedoes to be ready to go when you catch something. Yeah, the Gwyn is done skis. All right, we just took a torpedo hit to one of our transports. All right, and we're just pounding this thing here with cruiser rounds, so 6-inch hits. But we're also scoring some 16s on this French battleship. Okay, so that's done. Let's take a little bit of a swing around there. We're going to come up and rejoin the main fleet with our light cruisers, because we're going to need them to help us defend against enemy destroyers. So where's our destroyers that only have 2 in them? Here they are. We're going to detach those under our control, and we're going to bring them up here to finish off this French battleship. In the meantime, we are still chasing northish. Okay. Now we want to swing north. We want our carriers to continue northish, although it is nighttime, so maybe we'll just send the carriers home. Yeah, they can't really operate at night, so we're just going to send the carriers home. We don't want to have a bunch of operational losses, so they're just going to go home where they will be safe and sound, and we'll leave the night fighting to our surface fleet. Let's get our cruisers over here, and hopefully we can catch up to whatever is harassing, whatever is harassing our transports. Okay, this is in the wrong formation, but probably won't matter too much. All right, here we go. Fire and fire. And if we can score a couple hits with that, we'll just reattach them to whoever they were with. Nothing. Okay. Well, that's why we're going to go at a little bit more of a broadside angle here. We just sank a Kleber. That's a French cruiser, I believe, with an explosion. Let's reattach these. Kleber or Kleber. All right, there's some torpedo hits. All right, now we just don't know where that's happening at. Now we need to be a little bit more cautious here because the odds of running into destroyers at night is pretty nasty. Oh, these are I see. We're torpedo bombing the ship that's dead in the water. Yep, we're still torpedo bombing it. All right, well that's fine. I just want to be very cautious. Yep, there's the destroyers. We're going to turn together away. We're just beating the crap out of that uh, battleship that's dead in the water there. Okay, you know what? I don't want to risk getting torpedoed at night. So let's reattach there. We're going to bring the cruisers up. Oh, okay. That might be a good intercept. Looks like a destroyer or something, maybe. We're expended. Expended. What is that? Oh, man. Another destroyer. Okay. Turn together. Turn off, turn together, and we got to get out of there. We're going to get torpedoed if we keep messing around. So let's turn off all these reports that we have. And we're going to make these independent. Oh, we need to turn off the screen. Make them line ahead, independent. We're going to bring them down here to intercept this destroyer. We don't have great guns on our destroyers, but I would rather have them chasing and screening for our battleships, like right here. Whoops. So we're going to make a sharp turn. Oh, these might be battleships. There's something big here. Okay, that's good. Something big. We're going to show why running into someone point blank in the dark is a bad idea. Yeah, this little destroyer is going to get hurt or maybe sink, but it might be able to get some revenge. Some Captain Ahab style. It's like the last thing it does, but it's going to try and sink a battleship. Nice. Oh, I hate that. Okay. We know there's more out there. Like we saw more battleships. So we just want to look for them while we head back to port. They disappeared pretty quick. Like, what the heck happened? We're allegedly bombing an enemy AV somewhere out here in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I'll take it. Like, if there's ships out there and we can, yeah. I mean, if there's something out there we can hit, I'll take it. So where did all these big ships that were over here go? Yeah. Oh well. All right. Let's. Oops. Put this on AI control. AI control and AI control. Now we're going to send the battle fleet home. We've got this little ship over here that's it's actually okay. It's fine. We're going to put it on 6 speed so it doesn't hopefully won't burst any bulkheads or anything, and just send it home too. Try and save it. E. All right. Yep. Why won't it go in the port? Get in there. There, what? Okay. Had to be a little bit further north, I guess, up by the flag. All right, I'm excited to see how this turned out. I think we lost like one destroyer, maybe two. So we lost one destroyer. We did lose 8 merchants. I mean, it was really hard for us to deal with that, though. You know, we were split. We sank 4 enemy battleships. We sank a heavy cruiser, some destroyers. They did have carriers out. Like they had a lot of carriers out, but you know, what are you going to do? And we had 20 operational losses. I was afraid of that. We lost 1 to air and 2 to AA, but I think we did pretty good. Let's take a look at the ship details real quick. Let's see here. We had 29 torpedo hits and 15 bomb hits. I want to see how good these ships were. 1926, 32,000 tons. That is a pretty decent battleship. It's not like the best in the world, but it is definitely dangerous. That's an older one, 1914. And then this one is 1914, and this one is 1914. Okay, so we're getting rid of some of the World War One era battleships that the enemy has. And then the Kleber was sunk by Oh, I guess our battleship's got a piece of that. Fair enough. We scored a lot of bomb hits on these battleships that were like already dead and sinking. Oh, we scored one bomb hit on a light carrier. Just to give you an idea how much one bomb hit can do in this era. Um, we've set it on fire. I guess it's not that much damage. I thought it'd be a little bit more, but it's okay. All right. Very nice battle. That was excellent. We have a lot of heavy damage to our destroyers, but they'll be back in action soon enough. We will take that. That is a major, major victory. The Battle of Elsund. Asland. All right. Causing some problems for Russia still. Nope. A few more months. Keep going. Keep it going. All right. We have invaded Vietnam, essentially, I think. I think that's Vietnam. My geography is failing me a little bit here. Alrighty. Losing more submarines. We lost 5 that time. We only sank 3 enemy merchants with unrestricted warfare. It's the blockade. It's the blockade that's doing it. That we don't like. They just don't have anything to sink. So what we're gonna do is, hey, Germany's joined us. How's that affect the VP? We got 31K. They've got 5K. We'll check that in a second. 31 and 5. 31 and 5. Okay. Go to the build screen. We're going to build 16 of these new destroyers. 31 and 5. It's the same essentially. Nothing changed. Save. I want to go over here and look at Vietnam real quick. Yep, we have successfully invaded over here. So we're going to start working on their colonies. We can establish a nice presence here in Southeast Asia, like a lot of base opportunity. And then now that so these are all still working up. Shoot. Okay. Well, these are going to go to second fleet or second division. There we go. These are going to go to first division. And then we need to send over where the heck are our light cruisers? Here they are. Oh, so here goes second light cruiser division. We're going to move those to Northern Europe. And then we need the destroyers to go with it. There we go. So that's all going to Northern Europe. That'll all support the second light cruiser or second battleship division. And then these, I'm going to reassign. Actually, I'm gonna keep those on the first division for now because they're elite. They're good and elite, and I'm gonna put these into. We'll just do like 5 for now. These are this Tacoma class. Yeah, those are the new Tacoma class. So what we'll do is we'll wait for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're gonna do those in threes. Okay, we will send them to Northern Europe to get some experience. Actually, we're going to send them to Southeast Asia to support the effort over there because I think we have enough right now in Europe that we're okay. Excellent. It's turning out pretty decent right now. And then, yeah, we're good. Don't know if I want to take this battle right off the French coast. We'll have to see. No, not with all these light forces. The destroyers won't even be able to join in for the most part, or they'll be low on fuel. So we're going to go ahead and decline that one. Oh, look at that. We got Austria-Hungary joining in as well. There we go. That's very nice. Air-sea rescue. The lives of our pilots are important, so we will initiate an air-sea rescue service. Increases air maintenance, but hopefully recovers more pilots, and that means maintaining more experience. We damaged a Russian heavy cruiser. We're losing a lot of. Oh, I forgot to turn on fleet support. All right, so here's the first battle where Germany is helping us. Just destroyers. Okay. Yeah, we'll be friends with Austria-Hungary. All right, let's go to fleet support. And what do our submarines look like? We're pretty good here. Yeah. Save the game, and might have enough for one more little battle before time's up for today. Oh no, this is gonna be a big battle. All right, well that's fine. Oh, it's carriers. We don't have any battleships involved here. We'll take this. We will attack enemy ships in general because we're up near Iceland, so they don't have anything to suppress. Yeah, we don't have any battleships involved. That's very interesting. Whoops. Let's so we want heavy cap. We don't want the scouting to go out that far. 150 is fine, and that's good enough. Let's go to the left a little bit. There we go. We need to get our escorts going, some protection. Okay, that leaves us with two destroyer divisions. That are independent that we can do some stuff with. We'll go at max speed on the carriers. This is 7 divisions, so we will AI control. And we'll start going this way, I think, like southeast, just to give us some distance between whatever might be over here, because we're at to turn northwest to launch. And in the meantime, let's auto select a strike and ready it up. And auto select a strike and ready it up. We're going to go max speed on these destroyers because I want them as far out ahead as I can get them right now. Yeah, you can see my carriers are already turning into the wind. So let's spread these destroyers out just a little bit out front. And pretty much as soon as we get confirmation of what is out there, we'll better start launching airstrikes if our aircraft are ready. No reports yet. Nothing yet. All right, we need to get them away from the coast. They're a little bit too bunched up, like squished up against the coastline there. And in fact, we'll start heading this way, follow the destroyers a little bit. So we didn't find anything, which makes me wonder. We're going to go out a little bit further, and we're going, yeah, we're going to search a little bit further south as well. Because I don't rightly know what's going on here. Oh, hang on. One report down here. Okay, that's probably good enough. Select ready. Shoot, okay. All right, we'll have to head towards them, I think. And we'll send our destroyers down that way to help confirm what's going on. It's going to be nighttime before anything even happens here, unfortunately. But if we can encounter them in the dark, that would be pretty sweet. What are we running out of fuel? We're running out of fuel. Okay. All right. Well, we're just going to go home then in that case. Set these ships to cruise speed, these destroyers to cruise speed, and we're just going to send everything home. A little bit of a bust, but we're about out of time anyway. We're almost at 45 minutes. And it's nighttime. We can't even, do our airstrikes or anything. Everything goes home. Yeah, we had enough time essentially for about one airstrike before nighttime would have arrived, but we were struggling to get any reports. Yep, yep. We are out of fuel. The enemy must be somewhere somewhat nearby. Um, Otherwise, this would have probably ended. They would have gave us the option to end it. And the weather's kind of nasty anyway. I don't think we would have been able to do much in the way of air combat here. Just let me send my little guy home, please. Yeah. I want to look at the map. Oh, there they are. Yep, there they are. Down that away. That would have been a nice battle. That would have been really fun. Then they had something up here, just destroyers and stuff, or a battle cruiser, but all right. That would have been good. That would have been a nice like air battle. So France has jumped into oh, he's declaring war on Austria-Hungary, and now Germany declares war on France. It's pretty funny. Improved torpedo reliability. Here's a float plane scout privately built. It's better speed, better range, and the stats stay about the same. Like the firepower stays the same. We lose the maneuverability, but we gain a toughness. So we'll take it because our scouts are poor reliability. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, we hit a mine. They're sinking our merchants now. What the heck? Save. Where are our raiders at? They're still in Northern Europe, so they're not getting any kills there. Oh, we could send them to the Mediterranean. Okay, that's what we can do. We're gonna send our rangers into the Med. So off they go. And we're gonna send some subs in there as well. And maybe we'll go back to unrestricted warfare. All right. Anyway, I can't press the button anymore. We're at 46 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed. That was a pretty good little battle we had there against the battleships. We sank four of them. That was quite nice. But I'll see you all next time and sail safe out there.